How would you describe the hunt for the one? Well, the hunt for the one's obviously completely different than just going walleye fishing, trying to catch as many fish as you can, trying to get a ton of bites, trying to develop a pattern. I mean, you're trying to put your hands on a fish that is a 1% of the 1%. The biggest fish that lake or body of water can offer. Now, we filmed a few of these last year, and although we caught really nice fish, we never got our hands on the one, right? That one bite. Really wanted to bring this series back this year, do it bigger, do it better, go to cooler places, film this long form content, show the story, show the struggle, in hopes that we could get our hands on that bite, that one fish. So with that being said, that's where we kick this video off. Welcome back to the hunt for the one. It's a big walleye. Oh my goodness, dude. Yes! Yes! Is there any walleyes here? Big ones preferably? How's the fishing? Are we in a good spot? Thanks for the tips. It's beautiful in its own little special way out here. What is going on, guys? We are a long ways from home. I just spared you guys about a 9.5 hour drive. Been at home I was at home for a couple weeks, and although I caught lots of walleyes fishing at home, I get kind of, what's the correct word, I guess you could say? I get kind of bored of just kind of fishing similar lakes. And what ultimately gets me is I need a giant hunt somewhere. I need somewhere where I can go and fish big water and hunt one really big fish and just kind of scratch that itch a little bit. So we just drove about 9 hours. We were at a place I've been before, but really haven't spent a whole lot of time at for this particular reason. We are at Lake Oahe. We are fishing on Lake Oahe, and we're hoping we find a giant walleye this week. And there it is. There is a small portion of Lake Oahe. Pretty remote. We're staying kind of at a pretty remote part of the lake out here.
Take the next right, then turn left.
And we got to figure out where we're going. Give me a second here. Well, everything made it all right. Warriors intact, looking all shiny. Lake's looking beautiful. They do launches a little bit different over here apparently, with the water level fluctuating, I'm sure. Welcome to South Dakota, Lake Oahe. What are we here for? What are we doing? Obviously here for walleye fishing. This place has been pretty cool. A pretty cool story, I guess you could say, over the last bunch of years walleye fishing. Now obviously I walleye fish everywhere. Kind of try to keep track of kind of storylines, what's going on where. I don't know much about out here, but I do know this, is that over the last 10 years, there's been an explosion of some kind of bait, I think Cisco's or lake herring or something, and an explosion of some of these really big walleyes. I mean, there's like 17 pounders. When I came into this town, right in the sign, it said 3 state record walleyes in a casca. So that's kind of where we're close to here. But our goal, we got 3 days of fishing, is to put our hands on one fish, one giant freak fish. We don't care about the numbers. We don't care about catching 10 a day. We don't care about catching 5 a day. We care about trying to put our hands on one fish over the next several days. So we're gonna be camping. It's kind of a cool little spot, campsite. I figured why not mix it up. Packed in all of our food, campsite. So first thing we got to do since I just got here is probably set up the tent. I haven't tent camped in a while on a video. So stay tuned. We just showed up. I'm starving. We got to get the tent set up. And then hopefully at some point this afternoon here, it's about 3-4 o'clock right now, sneak the boat in the water and kind of put together at least some form of game plan anyways. Well, here we are, home for the next several nights. It's nice out here. It's not too hot for camping. We're just gonna have to set our tent up on gravel, but you know, having never seen the spot before, just kind of a gamble. That's all right though. We can tough anything out for a few days. All right, we're all set up. Quick little sandwich. It's about, what time is it? 5 o'clock. So we're gonna get on the water this evening. Little concerned about my tent and wind on this trip. I put like everything I have from my truck that, or my boat doesn't have to be in there, put it in the tent. Not too confident in my stakes, but we're gonna eat a little lunch, hit the water. All right, guys, we made it to the lake. We are in the water now. Now begins the massive search for fish and structure and bait. And this lake's absolutely enormous. The other couple times I've been out here, I've been on Peck, I've been on Francis Case. Oahe feels giant. Oahe's a real big lake. It feels a lot more like Fort Peck, closer to that than like Lake Oahe, I would say, is the way it feels. Tons of big, giant rolling structure out here. I mean, it's got absolutely everything. If we come over to the map here real quick, and you look at this thing, these reservoirs are made up of all these points, and a lot of times, like, the winning combination can be points on the outside of coves, in my opinion. This lake, I don't have hardly any experience targeting these big fish out here, as I've only been here a couple times just picking off a bajillion numbers of fish. But two things I need to find. Walleyes are the third. I want to find bait. I think that's going to be important. I want to mark some deep trees, and then either look for bait next to those deep trees or big points that have a lot of bait and then hopefully some fish on them. So those are kind of the two predominant structures. This lake has a ton of this deep sunken timber in it. I have no idea if it's everywhere, if it's here and there. I don't have any waypoints for anything, so we're going completely blind here in this stretch of river. The last time I was here, I fished about 30 miles north of here. So let's get after it. Let's burn some gas, look for some fish, look for some trees, look for some bait, make something happen. I don't know if we're looking for magic trees or if we're looking for a point. I'm just gonna drive basically like deep points or deep flats or even somewhat shallow here and just kind of basically just looking for whatever. All I ever hear about here from tournament guys is like the magic set of trees. And all I think that is just some spot where there's obviously some trees that obviously have some fish in them and probably some bait around them. My guess is there's going to be more signs than just one random set of trees here and there. Trees. Pretty crazy how clear those are in down imaging, huh? We'll probably crank it up a little bit to see even better. Down, whenever you're looking into like really deep weeds and you're trying to do a vertical view or deep trees, running down imaging on the Humminbird is by far going to be your best bet for actually seeing stuff in detail into them, obviously. Now, I don't know if this stuff up high is what I'm looking for. I think what I want to see is like just a deep, like real thick stuff somewhere. Obviously, some of these trees are pretty deep, but I don't know if they sit way above them, in them. I'm not sure yet. We got waypoints. That's the important part. Much less about catching a fish today. Starting to find bait here. You guys can see here, kind of scrolling through, I came out of some real deep, popped up on this shelf. Doesn't look like really big stuff, but there's a lot of it here. Kind of in this 40-ish foot range. A lot of that bait's going to be up higher. Obviously, when you're looking for big fish, they might not be, they could be in 90 feet of water halfway off the bottom, or, in the top 10 feet of the water. Big fish will roam a little bit more, so I'm much less concerned kind of about the depth of water I'm in. I don't think the big ones are going to be in like 3, 4, 5 feet of water. I think it's going to be mostly out on some of these edges and flats or tree areas. All right, here's the deal. Kind of just want to run through some of these trees with live. Kind of, obviously with the Mega Live 2, it's going to kind of give me the best idea of what's going on. We're going to start on the trees that came up the tallest. And I think we're out here about 70 feet. And right away you can see there's actually a fish down in there too. It's going to be a lot of life around everywhere. Some of it's going to be way up high, some of it's going to be down low. It always takes me a little bit to kind of figure out what's what. See a lot of these trees kind of top out in that 20-25 foot range. And basically we're just hoping to cast at walleyes. A lot of these, I think they might be white bass, sheep's head. We're just hoping to kind of pin some marks that look isolated from the rest of us, bigger and kind of posture like a walleye. Generally on forward face, that means they look, you know, a little bit longer, real hard, marks like that. A lot of these floaty, wispy up high ones, I'm not interested in at all. What do we got here? So I actually prefer to kind of fuzz my screen up a little bit, drop my contrast out a little bit on the live, especially in some of this like more open areaed water like this. Obviously you get a pretty dang good picture of these trees and what's going on down there. Come on, be a walleye. Move. React. Yep, yep. It's a walleye reaction though, for sure. That's a good sign. Anytime I can get, even if it's just throwing like a really big bait like this, and if I can get those fish to at least like swing and be like, oh, okay, you know, that could be a walleye. That's kind of all I'm really looking for right now. See all this bait in here, dude? I like it. We didn't even go very far. A couple miles. Lots of bait, dude. Marked a for sure walleye. There's gonna be, I hope this stretch is big. I hope it's not just like a couple little isolated things here. Come on. No, dude. Come on. That was the kind of mark we're looking for. Got him right there. Fish on. We rolling? All right. Finally got that one to go. It's feeling big. It's feeling big. Oh my goodness. Dude, it's gonna be a stud walleye. Come on. Is my thing going here? Oh. Day one, dude, night one. Oh my goodness, dude. I chased that fish and chased that fish. Come on. It's a big walleye. It's a big walleye. Oh my goodness, dude. Oh my goodness. Yes. Come on. Come on, girl. You're not hooked great. Oh, what it would mean to get one on the first night. Come on. Come on. Stud. Oh. Oh my gosh, you guys. Yes. Oh. Oh. Are you kidding me? Night number one, dude. Absolutely gorgeous out, no wind. Holy cow. First like spot that kind of felt right. This is insane. Oh my goodness. Okay, calm down. Calm down, calm down. I don't know how big this fish is, but it's a pretty good one. It's a pretty good one. Where's my bump board here? Where's my bump board? Gotta make this all very official here. I am shocked, dude. Night number one. Oh my gosh, is that a good fish? Oh my goodness, dude. Come here, big girl. What a stud, dude. Oh my gosh, are they thick. Look at this, dude. Oh my gosh. 31 and a quarter. 31 and a quarter. Oh my goodness. This is probably the first fish you guys have ever seen us weigh on video. I'm just going to do it all really quick here, as quick as I can. Hold on, girl. Do you guys see that? 11.33 is what she zeroed out at. Oh my gosh, you guys. Night number 1. Just, I did not, this was like a, I don't even care if we catch any fish type of thing. Oh my goodness, dude. What an absolute stud of a walleye. And we got 3 more days of this. Giant, dude. Gotta let her go. Gotta take such good care of these fish. Oh my goodness, man. Yes! Yes! Oh my gosh, dude. That was like it was scripted. I don't know what to say. You guys probably swear this is scripted. Someone gave us the waypoint. They're like, hey, go to this tree, throw this. Well, I'll show you what I caught him on, I guess. This is a 3.5-inch shiver minnow. And I can't remember that color. It's like purple goby, red goby, or something like that. Purple grape, something along those lines. That one's probably caught more big fish for me on big water than almost any other color. Dude, we're on like the thing here. These big walleyes are hitting, starting to get into this bait. Got him right there. Big. Dude, 2 of them. There's 2 of those fish together. No! No! Okay. He's out of it. He's out of it. It's not that big of a deal. We're on them. We're on big fish. You can see there's like all sorts of bait in here. I mean, you pan over here in the trees, there's just all sorts of like real circular marks. And then you got this one, which is clearly a big walleye. You can kind of see his fins going there. They look pretty good too, swimming away from us right there. That is kind of what we're looking for. And if I shrink my depth way out here, take that off of that. That fish is, you know, not really that far down in the water column. He's about 15 feet down, just right below the boat here. And you know, I've pretty much burned him up pretty good here. So I'm sure he's probably not going to bite, which I'm not super concerned about. They're hard to catch when they're right here. Now, of course, he turns on it like a missile, probably going to bite it, right? Yeah, tough to get him right there with kind of the thing I got on here. But that is 100% a stud walleye right there. And that's a lot of times when I'm working these big areas, I'll tell the difference between, obviously a 15-inch walleye might look a little bit more like a big Cisco or whatever this kind of bait is than something else. But I'm basically not stopping unless I see stuff like that on the graph. Obviously with the Mega Live 2, huge advancement over Mega Live 1. Obviously Mega Live 1 left a little bit to be desired, but clearly, as you could see, I mean, I'm fishing deep water, long range casting, and pretty clear as far as what you can depict out here. Here's the deal. I know we could stay out here like for another hour probably, but I do have some stuff I have to charge up for tomorrow because I was lazy and didn't charge them last night. Ultimately, I got on a stretch that's miles long. I mean, I was blowing by fish that I definitely could have been casting at, it seems like. not seeing a lot of them down in the trees, but that could also be the time of day. Kind of warmed up as the day went on, wind died. I'm sure some of this bait sucks up in the evening. I'm sure some of these bigger fish pull out of it and get up high and become a lot more targetable this time of day. I'm just ecstatic, dude. I'm on cloud 9 after that fish. Obviously, we got to get more. Now we're like dedicated to get a bigger one than that. Lost that other big one. Saw a lot of really positive signs. So hell of a first night, man. I mean, that was it to a T. Or after one bite or two bites, and it just did a short amount of time on the first spot that I kind of felt good about that they were there. So we're gonna blast out of here and get back to the camp for the night. Well, we're gonna try to eat pretty good and enjoy our time on this trip. Venison steaks, venison steaks. Look at that. Tonight we got venison steaks, potatoes. Life is good. Pretty unbelievable first day out here. I mean, this is like what we want to do. I think we need to get a 12-pounder. You can't catch the biggest fish of the trip with the first fish. So that's kind of today. We're going to be back at it very early in the morning. Look how beautiful this is. First of all, look how beautiful that is. Look how beautiful all of that is. Beautiful Lake Oahe right there. And look how beautiful that is. The Warrior right there. Pretty cool little spot. So we're signing out for today. I got to get some editing done in the tent tonight, eat dinner, enjoy a couple beers. We'll see you guys early tomorrow morning. Need coffee. Need coffee. Need caffeine. All right. Well, day 2, baby. Day 2. Got a little bit colder than I was hoping last night. Truck said 36 degrees this morning. Not a fan of that. Out here in no man's land in the Dakotas, it kind of gets a little chillier at night at times, but kind of surreal yesterday, honestly, to get that fish that quick. Most time, I figured it'd be a full day of driving to find a spot that had big fish. Now, the good news is if those fish stayed there, which there was a lot of them, there was a lot of bait there, hoping they're still going to be there. One thing I'm a little concerned of, but not really, is that this cold night drives those fish down and they pop up high in the afternoon, evening like they did yesterday. No idea because I wasn't here yesterday morning, but the hope is, again today, one fish. One or two bites. I'm not fishing for any kind of numbers. This is the hunt for the one. We want a big bite, and that's really all we care about. So we're bypassing all the numbers. A lot of times this kind of fishing, more of a mind game than it is an actual, tactical fishing decision. You just got to be willing to bypass all the number spots, any kind of simple pattern, and just go for the thing that will yield one giant fish today. So it's really a pretty simple goal. Now we get to play around all day. Sun's just coming up on beautiful Lake Oahe. Let's do it. Wake up, we have to go fishing. Too much to do. Well, the picture quality will get better as the day goes on once this moisture gets out of the air, but I could tell yesterday I left a few fish that were catchable for sure. Not outside of that one that I lost, but I need something that kind of flirts the edge between shiver minnow. It seemed like straight moving stuff was kind of but we are going to get the shiver back out for sure. We're going to have that ready to go. That did the damage yesterday. And I need something, one other little different type of thing. Something that some kind of plastic. I can kind of get a little twitchy, definitely big minnow profile is kind of what I'm thinking. Kalen's full-size jerk minnow on a 1/4 ounce Kalen's Google Eye swim bait head. We want stuff that imitates big minnowy stuff. And this I can just kind of, I'll be able to pitch it out, get it around fish and just kind of, you know, do this little number, kind of hover it around them and above them if they do want something a little bit slower, or I can get poppy and this thing will get somewhat darty for me. If they want something a slightly slower type of minnow, which it seemed like yesterday some of those fish were catchable on something like that. No way is there one there right away. Swim out of that tree. Come on, come on, come on. Gotta lead him, he's just skirting right through these treetops here. That's a big mark right there. Oh yeah. Come on. It's the right kind, it's the right kind. Oh my gosh, dude, the heartbreak. Calm the nerves, calm the nerves. You got all day? Real timid this morning, man. Calm yourself down. First couple big marks of the day, they're still here. You got all day. I think what's gonna happen is we're pretty much, the fish are still right where we want them to be. They're still kind of high. It just seems like they're not as jumpy. They're much more tamed down. Oh, the warfare, dude. It's gonna be one of those mental type of days to get them to go. On right there. Not big. It's gonna be nice. I could tell some of these weren't super freaks. And this is gonna be, whatever this is smaller than the majority of the fish I'm casting at. Where you at, bud? It's good to finally stick one. Yeah, 26 incher. So that's the second rate class of fish right here, which we're not interested in at all. Nice to, I mean, get some confirmation, but it's pretty much gonna solve that little riddle for us on what we're casting at. We're not gonna try to cast it anymore. Look at that size right there. Get off of there, buddy. Beautiful Lake Oahe walleye. 26.5. Not what we're after though. Oh yes, back down he goes. I'm seeing a few more like that. I just haven't really casted that many of them, or you could tell they're a little bit smaller. But it's good to know that obviously if that's the smaller size, a lot of these fish we're casting at are going to be 30 plus, 28 plus, 29 plus. You can obviously get kind of a pretty solid read on them on the Mega Live. And we just need to keep casting at bigs, I think, and eventually they're going to turn on. Big one. Big one. Oh, he's flying on me. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Oh, dude, the heartbreak, man. Take it easy, take it easy. It's always hard when you're just, you get so few interactions and, you know, you have 4, 5, 6 of them like right away in the morning like this, and they just, you gotta remind yourself what we're here for. One bite. It's downright tough. Oh, come on, big walleye. Give us a sign. Mental warfare. Here's the deal. Ran through a few spots, saw a couple pods of what are definitely like eater-sized walleyes. I think if we just gotta go all in on something, I think it's gonna hurt me in a 2-day window that we got left to just kind of like run around like this. I think we just at least for today anyways, have to just camp on the spot and hope that those fish either just rise out of the trees or the few that I am seeing bite. Got him right there. Come on, dude. That's the one we needed right there. Oh my gosh. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Oh, I got him to come right out of a tree. Oh my gosh. Got him right there. That's big. Holy smokes, dude. Holy smokes. He's just sitting in that tree down there. Come on. Be the one. Oh, it's not as big as I thought. It's a nice walleye though. Oh my goodness, man. I have been fishing terrible today so far. I've lost all my biggest bites. 24 and a half incher. He looked decent down there. Thought he was gonna be a little bigger. We are on some stud fish. This is not the normal one down there. We'll take him. Wind finally picked up. I just missed a tank a little while ago. I got this one big stretch that's just loaded with trees, and they're here. They just move up and down in it, and I'm not gonna fish from 60 feet down in the trees. We're just fishing that top 40. And it seems like obviously when those fish suck up, all of a sudden I'll get in a little pocket that's got some fish up high, or there's tons of bait around, and I'll get a few to go. Like that one, just picked it right out of the top of a tree. And there's a lot of them that just are kind of sitting like that, you know? Rewarding to get one. I know we haven't got our giant yet today. They're definitely starting to kind of pull up in the water column a little bit with this wind. Got him. Big. Come on. Come on. Dude. Oh my goodness. Come on. They're starting to go. They're starting to go. Come on. It's gonna be good. Oh my goodness, dude. Been working so hard. Oh, it's a stud. It's a stud. Come on, get the net. Get the net. Get the net. Yes. Yes. No. Yes. Are we rolling, dude? Is everything going? Oh my gosh. Have we been working hard today? We've been working so hard today, man, for this bite. I can't even tell you guys. All right, on the board. What do we got right there? 30 inches on the dot, dude. Oh, easy, big girl, easy. Look at that one, dude. Yes, 2 days in a row, 2 30-inch walleyes. This one's not going to be quite as heavy, not quite as an impressive build as the other one. Real quick here. 849 right there. You can tell she's a little bit thinner, but wow, dude, 2 days in a row, 2 giant 30-inch walleyes, unreal. Oh, there she goes. Oh my gosh, dude. Unbelievable. Today has been so frustrating as I just have not been fishing good, and I can tell it. I can feel it. You know when you can just, you know you're leaving fish on the board that you should be catching normally. That's what I can tell I'm doing today. Oh, Can't even describe to you how good that fish felt. That was such a hard-fought day. It's about 7 o'clock. I don't even know. I think I'm in a different time zone, but honestly, I've looked at the clock so few times, I don't even know. It says 7. Such a hard-fought fish right there. Now I might say, oh, Tom's pretty spoiled. Not a great day of fishing in my mind, right? But your whole day crescendos at one fish. You're looking for one thing, right? And the fact we got one of those bites yesterday and then another one of those fish in the boat today, unreal. We still have tomorrow to fish too. So that was today I thought I'd deal with more, and honestly, I think I hooked enough fish to have dealt with more fish that size. I had a lot of I don't know if it's like my first day of shiver minnowing again, this style of jigging like this, where it's like I'm just all out of whack. I have no idea. But it burned a lot of fish. So the good news is, trusted my gut, stayed on a spot that I knew had fish, and eventually they just kind of lifted up, and it's like all of a sudden things started to happen a little bit. I think I caught 4 fish today. I'll bet I lost 5 fish today. And it stings when you lose them when you know what the average size is. I mean, I've caught 5 fish here. Granted, I'm only trying to cast at the biggest ones I see, but 2 of them have been 30 inches or whatever. Pretty unreal. But we got to get back to camp because I have an insane amount of footage. I got to rip off 4 different cameras tonight right now, just so that we can film tomorrow because everything's starting to fill up. So we're going to get back a little earlier than last night. There's probably 2 more hours of daylight and eat a little dinner, edit a little video, and enjoy a little camp life. Well, another good day, and we got one more to go. Absolutely beautiful. Winds kind of die down in the evening here. It's just been gorgeous weather out. Not too hot, not too cold. Kind of perfect out. Delicious food. We got brats tonight with some blueberries and some whatever else we can find in the cooler. But a little bit of editing to do. I'm wiped from travel, from fishing hard for the last couple months now. So this will be a pretty short live. Rip the cameras, eat some dinner, and go to bed. And start it again in the morning. Game plan tomorrow. Capitalize on that early morning bite. Seems like I talked to a few people around here. Everybody's been saying the same thing. Like things really kind of slowed down the last 3, 4, 5 days. Sounds like before that it was really good, and a lot of kind of real fickle fish right now. So it's kind of what we're dealing with. But we're 2 for 2 on 30 inches 2 days in a row. So can't complain with that. But that's my plan tomorrow. I'm signing out. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Day 3. Welcome back. Beautiful morning. It is about 5:30-ish, I think, if my clock's right. Got weather coming in today, which is good. The bad news is, don't trust my tent in the amount of winds they're predicting this evening. They're predicting a ton of rain, heavy winds this evening, but beautiful mornings. We probably got about half a day of fishing today, or a little bit less, but that's enough time. We'll have some clouds rolling in today, which we're already starting to see here. And today the goal is to just not pick the trolling motor up. Dump down in the magic trees. Don't pick it up. Reap the rewards of whatever happens. Die on our hill if we catch 0. Be victorious if we catch another big one. But we'll see. Absolutely beautiful morning. I don't want to waste too much time. Let's dunk the warrior in the water. Cheers to another beautiful day on Lake Oahe. May the walleyes be plentiful. May they be enormous. And may they all stay on until we get them in the net. I like it, man. I like it a lot. Really hoping some of this cloud cover keeps these fish high. The way I'm fishing and the pattern I'm fishing, I feel like it'd be just as easy for me to catch 0 fish as it is to catch like 10. Shiver. We're going to the glow color this morning. Can't remember what they call that color, but it's like a blue back, black bars, white belly with moonshine glow paint on it. Maybe they pick it up a little bit better down deep, I don't know. The bait's up high, that part's looking good. Yesterday when I did take a break from this spot and looked around, I found a lot of other trees, a few that looked similar that I just didn't spend a lot of time in. I saw a couple fish in one about 4 miles up that way. A lot of the other trees I were finding weren't tall. They were like, they'd only come up like, you'd be in 60, 70 feet of water and they'd come up 20 feet. The stretch that I'm fishing, 60 to 75 feet, but the trees come up like, a lot of these trees will come up 20 feet from the surface, it seems like. Of course, the hardest part has just been the timing, getting the timing right, being on them and hooking them. But it seems like these fish are really, really fickle for whatever reason. Like they don't want to play. Oh, dude, big. On, right there. Wow. Get out of that tree. Did you guys see that? Wow, was that cool, man. I saw one go in there, just get right on that branch. Don't take me down there. Don't take me down there. I saw one go in there and then I kind of lost him. He must just, oh my gosh, he's right here already. Yep. Oh, was that ever cool, man? Dang, somehow my screen recorder wasn't going. I saw one go right into a branch. And I was like, man, he's got to be in there still. Put the shiver minnow right over top of a tree. And he came out and just walloped it, dude. Look at that. That is the Lake Oahe gold right there, baby. He's not as big as the other ones, but we can put him on a board for you guys. Just to get our bearing right, what we're dealing with here this morning. 27 3/4. 27 3/4 incher to start the day. Gorgeous, man. We love them. We love them. Oh, get back down there, buddy. That was one of the good trees, too. The magic trees are the ones that come up and just spider web out at the top of them, like these ones right here. This is what we like to see. Holy. Please bite. Please bite. Yep. Got him. Yes, dude. They're definitely biting better this morning. Everything's rolling. Oh my gosh, dude. They just can't see real far, you know? Come on here, big mama. Get up here. Oh yeah, it's another real nice one. Here. Look at these things, dude. Unbelievable. Gonna lose that one. Oh, got it somehow. Unbelievable build on these things, man. Oh, that is cool too. Yeah, dude. Finally, you put it all together on a day, you know? You put it all together and you get a little luck with the weather and it goes down. I want to show you guys this. This is pretty cool here. You think that fish has been eating good for early June walleye, dude? Unbelievable, man. Look at this. That's one of about 10 more that's in there. Insane, dude. We gotta get some dimensions on this fish for you guys. 28. Kind of an unofficial measurement there. 28 incher, 9.2. That's pretty crazy, huh? unbelievable build on that one, dude. Wow, let's let her go. I saw that one on Mega Live, and there is no questions about it. The water, I swear last time I was here, it was cleaner than this, which really helps when you're pitching for long ways for fish that are down 25, 30 feet. And just because they can see it better. And these fish, a lot of them are moving around. That one wasn't moving around that much, but it's like just this little chalky water is kind of making it tough to get in front of this fish. You got to be just right on them almost. Money trees, dude. I kind of finally got my run of money trees all ironed out here. Seems like what happens, they get up in these treetops. Sometimes they'll sit there. But obviously when they start running bait, it's like they'll kind of bump out, move around, and jump up a little bit higher. Come on, dude. Yep, right out of the tree. That's gonna be big. Wow, dude, there he comes up. Unbelievable, man. What a crazy morning. They love sitting up there in those crotches of the trees, I've noticed. Anywhere you got a big limb or a crotch in it. It's another real nice fish. Not quite as big as I actually thought he was gonna be. 25 incher. How cool is that? And of all the times I've heard Missouri River Reservoir stuff like this, I've actually never came and did a summertime tree pitching video. And it always sounded like so much fun. And I just never came out and dedicated all the time to do it. Well, now we got exactly what we wanted out of this trip right here. And they're finally biting this morning. These are the same fish I was casting at yesterday, the day before, and just not getting to bite. And clearly we're on some pretty nice fish. That's the smallest one of the day right there. But he's pissed off, man. Pissed off. Right out of the treetops, too. Yes. Oh, I was feeling kind of bad because I felt like the video just crescendoed the first day of fishing, right? And I was like, oh man, you want the plot to go where it's just all of a sudden it all comes together on the last day. And Louie caught that one giant the first day. This feels like, I feel like I know what I'm doing now. Yesterday was a frustrating one. I felt like I was fishing bad. The fish were really inactive. It was really up and down, deflating day for the most part until I got that big one at the end yesterday. This is the way we wanted to go out though. This is how we wanted to go out. You're gonna get smoked. Oh, I was hoping to go till noon. I feel like every time I see one of these fronts come through in the Dakotas, it's like huge burst of headwind, like all at one time. Not only that, but we have to break the camp down. Damn it, dude. It's only 8 a.m. If we had a whole day of doing this, with this weather rolling around, so much of fishing or really anything I think is made up of just, you know, one moment. Obviously, cool trip, right? But one fish that I'm gonna, you know, you're not gonna remember the whole trip 10 years from now. What I am gonna remember is when I came out here, no idea, found some trees, found some new trees that I thought looked better. My first fish was an absolute monster. That's a fish that I'll remember. That's one of those moments that'll, you know, stick with me for the rest of my life. All the other fish, cool, yes, but I think you remember the moments more than the whole thing. Well, unfortunately, all good things must come to an end. We could probably stay and fish again this afternoon or this evening or tomorrow. But I think we kind of did it, you know. Each of these videos, I kind of end them when it feels like I got to a point where it's like, man, I did it, you know. And that's what it kind of feels like on this one. Not like that first fish was a fluke, but it didn't feel like the sense of accomplishment I have after going out this morning real quick and banging out 3 of those really nice ones. Hopefully you guys enjoy watching these, the Hunt for the One series. A lot of time commitment, a lot of time on a computer editing these ones up. But it's kind of it excites me, and that's the main thing. We want to make content that excites me, because then the product is always much better. So hopefully you guys kind of enjoyed it. I'd call this one a success. The couple we filmed last year, we never touched 30. We had 29.5s, 28s, 29.25s. We never caught that magical fish. This trip we definitely caught that magical fish. So it's a successful trip for sure. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching it. I got a 9-hour drive home. We may run out of gas before we get to a town. Apparently the closest 2 towns to here have no fuel, which is nice. Typical for the Dakotas, should have known better. But hopefully you guys enjoyed watching this one. I had a ton of fun making it. We'll see you guys on the next Hunt for the One.